welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today's latest transfer headline is Shkodran Mustafi set to complete deadline day transfer to Schalke. So the reports are stating that the 28-year-old has not played for Arsenal since Boxing Day and will leave the club after almost 5 years in North London. Shkodran Mustafi is expected to terminate his contract with Arsenal today and join Schalke on a permanent transfer. The Gunners had attempted to sign Mustafi to a contract extension last summer, with the German international's deal expiring on June 30 of this year. 28-year-old Mustafi hasn't played since Boxing Day, and his representatives have been exploring possibilities to secure him and move away this month, in the same way that mesut ozil and Socrates have left the club in recent weeks. It was exclusively reported last week that Arsenal had begun talks with Mustafi to terminate his contract, and with Liverpool set to sign Ozan Kabak, the former Valencia defender will head the other way this afternoon. Mustafi will join up with his former Arsenal teammate Sead Kolasinac, who arrived at the Veltins Arena on loan earlier this month. After originally establishing himself as a key part of Mikel Arteta's first team plans upon the Spaniard's arrival 1 year ago, Mustafi has found game time hard to come by this season due to injury and the arrival of Gabriel in the summer. Arsenal currently have 5 centre-halves at the club: Gabriel, David Luiz, Pablo Mari, Rob Holding and Callum Chambers, with Mustafi not in Arsenal's plans going forward, as shown by his team selection in previous games. His future right now is here, said Arteta at the start of January. We have Pepe, that probably is going to leave the club in this window, Willian, that has already gone on loan, so we don't have many right now. Gabriel's been out for a period, David has been injured, so the situation is completely different to before. So it looks like Liverpool have came out winners in this transfer window, as they have been able to sign Ozan Kabak from Schalke, as Mustafi is moving to Schalke on a long-term deal, and he has terminated his contract with Arsenal. And Schalke must sign Mustafi before 5 PM because that's when the Bundesliga transfer window shuts down. So in terms of my opinion, am I happy to see Mustafi to leave? Well, I think I am grateful to see him leave because we have to get the players out, in my opinion, and I think Shkodran Mustafi hasn't really showed his abilities as a footballer to us. He's always had his moments here and there, and he's always been slacking when it comes to his opportunities, and he's always has a poor concentration, in my opinion, with his silly mistakes and really costing us many games, and also costing us the game with Emery to get into the into the Champions League positions. So in my opinion, in terms of Shkodran Mustafi, I think he's a really poor player when it comes to his discipline, and in terms of his style of play, he commits a lot of fouls. And even though he has strengths in terms of his aerial and tackling abilities and ball interception, he's someone that clears the ball out of defence often. And Arsenal are starting to create this new formation, new dimension, new system where they like to play out from the back, as we saw against United. And with someone like a Mustafi, who is poor when it comes to his abilities on the ball, he's someone that just clears the ball out often. But for me, I do wish Shkodran Mustafi all the best. He's helped us to the at least the semi-finals of the FA Cup last season, and he's someone that we will be missing, but not as much as originally. But he is someone that I do wish all the best from. He's going to have his time of his life. He's going back to his hometown in Germany, and he's going to meet up with fellow friend Sead Kolasinac. So I think for Mustafi, this is a brilliant deal in terms of his family, in terms of his culture. That he's going back to Germany, he's going back to his previous teammate, and I think he's going to have his time of his life there. And you can see here that Arsenal are starting to get rid of the deadwood of this team, and we can see that in the form of the way they sold of mesut ozil, the way they sold Sead Kolasinac, who's on loan, which is looking like he will be signing since he got his fellow teammate Mustafi there, and they're trying to help Schalke relieve their relegation opportunity and try to move higher up in the table. So hopefully Shkodran Mustafi will help them. I wish him all of the best of luck. He was a decent player, he needs to improve, and he needs to move his sloppiness away from his game. And I'm sorry guys for the previous video with the Akraf Hakimi video. The sound was a bit too high. Someone mentioned it in the comments. Thank you for mentioning in the comments. But make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you guys remain blessed, and peace.